Welcome back, trends lovers. Let's talk about Beyonce's father. Let us address how to easily spot a narcissist so fast, a selfish human being. Okay? Let us talk about how nothing can ever prepare you if you ever date, marry, or have kids with narcissistic women or men. You can see a clear display of narcissism on this Mr. Man that is called whatever his name, Mr. Knowles. How do you go out there to embarrass your own daughter? You have a daughter that is as famous as Beyonce is. When you're granting interview, when you're out there, you just have to be mindful because whatever you do or what you don't even do, in fact, everything people will be picking on to say one or two. So you have to carry yourself accordingly. Let's check our sound and get right in. Please like the live stream and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's check our sound and get right in. Please like the live stream and drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's check our sound and get right in. Okay, so now let's do this. It's going to be a quick one, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and we're out of here. So, Beyonce's father granted an interview and stormed out of the interview. Immediately, his ex wife's name was mentioned. One thing that you will notice with narcissistic men, and I will focus on the men because we're talking about Beyonce's father in this case. Okay, there is nothing anybody will tell me this kind of behavior. This is not the first time that they've said, oh, whenever that woman's name is mentioned, shades. Look at Beyonce's father, look at Beyonce's mother. From what we hear, Beyonce has step brothers, step sisters, or something like that. And they're coming from the father's side. So it simply means that this big-headed human being thought he was something, went out, cheated on his wife, had somebody else pregnant, had kids, had whatever, but he thinks he can sit on an interview room when her name is mentioned, he wants to step out. The first thing, the first red flag was when the interviewer asked him, told him that, oh, I gave accolade to your ex-wife too. What is wrong if people give accolade to you and your ex-wife? Nobody said 70% to Tina and 40% to Beyonce's father. The person is just saying both of you were able to successfully raise, successful children and grandchildren that are talented and things like that. Just be a proud father and be in that moment and beat your chest to say, yes. If you don't even want to involve her, when you respond back to the question, you said, yes, I did a very good job. And the person will get the picture that you don't want your ex-wife to get any credit. They were her children. The last time I checked, Beyonce, Solange, and any other kids that both of you had together stayed in Tina's stomach. He stayed in Beyonce's mom's belly for 9 months. They were in there. They were not in that thing in between your legs because you were jumping around getting other people pregnant. The fact that narcissistic men would downplay to the level at which they downplay the effort of the mother, the manipulation, it will blow your mind. It will blow your mind if women just listen to stories of women that have been married to narcissistic men before. Or it can go both ways. But this part, we're focusing on the men because it's Beyonce's father we're talking about. So 1 minute accolade given to your ex-wife is such a big deal that you're asking the interviewer that what did she do? Do you think you would have been able to make the nice costumes that she made? She talked about praying. Like, what is actually wrong with people? What exactly? This is so shameful. This is so embarrassing. And if he could do this after how many years that they've been divorced, they've gone their separate ways, and he still feels this kind of animosity, hatred, and that is it. You will never do anything to a narcissist for him or her to hate you. The smear campaign will continue until the day they join their ancestors, because if you join the ancestors before them, they will still continue to smear your name, and they lie with all boldness. So the costume she made, she didn't do anything. Having those children in her stomach for 9 good months, raising beautiful kids, making sure, she said she prayed. A mother will always pray. A mother will always have sleepless nights. A mother will be the one that will always be there when most fathers are jumping around like vagabonds. But yet, when he talked about it, some of these narcissists will come the way they would just insult that woman that they had a child with. You will not even believe the way they would degrade the woman. You will not believe that that woman is the mother of their children, because to them, having and raising, and trust me, with people like this Beyonce's father, you will be raising the child or children by yourself. If you're married to a narcissist, you're the mother, you're the father, you're the emotional regulator, you are everything. Their job is to gaslight you, and once the children turn to certain age, they start manipulating the children and making the children to hate you. So if this man could go on an interview to start doing this, it shows the kind of way he must have been treating this woman when the children were little. How do you even storm up and leave an interview simply because you were asked, or you were just told a simple thing that, oh, so and so person looks like you? Is that the reason why? Anyway, let's listen to this, and you be the judge. You tell me if from what you hear the interviewer said anything bad. The fact that you cannot even consider your child, you knew very, very well, if not for Beyonce, who could even see you looking? Who would even look at you? Who will even notice you? So you know that whatever you say or do will trend because of your daughter, but you still didn't care. You went out there to embarrass her. You're somebody in showbiz. You're somebody that is doing this, and you know what it takes for somebody to lock in an interview with certain people that they want to lock in. And the only reason people are locking in interview with you is because of your daughter, actually, because there is nothing people want to talk about you for, except your daughter, destiny child, and all of that. Man, this man is wicked. I'm telling you. You drop your thoughts in the comment section. Give me a second. Let me play this short clip for you to hear so you understand what I'm saying. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and grandkids. What work did she put in? What work did she put in? Can you imagine? The hair. Okay. You're absolutely right. And the style. The style. You're right. She cleaned, prayed on the name, and different aspects of that. Sure. Sure. Yeah. It's a joint effort. We'll stop now. Sorry, did I say something wrong? No. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Powers. And said the same thing to Christina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and grandkids. What work did she put in? In the hair. Okay. You're absolutely right. And the style. The style. You're right. She cleaned, sort of prayed on the name, and. So is this not enough to give someone an accolade to say good job to you and your ex for this? I believe if it was Beyonce's mom that was being interviewed, Beyonce's mom would not storm out of this interview just because they decided to give accolade to Beyonce's father, just because they decided to say one or two to Beyonce's father. It is so annoying that Beyonce's father really thinks that he did this all by himself. If it's possible for him to erase the woman out of the whole picture, let it be that he was the one that impregnated himself. He had them in his stomach for 9 months and gave birth. Like, he is just everything that has to do with Beyonce, Solange, and any other kids they share together. Let it just be that it is only Mr. Knowles that you mentioned. He does not want any other person to be given any form of accolade or any form of anything. Because I don't think Beyonce's mom will sit here and just behave this way, like nobody should talk about him. I don't, understand. Like what? Thinking, what work did she put on? What work? What work? Do you think it's easy to come up with all those ideas, how to style their hair, the costume, and every other thing that she said she did? Prayer takes people far in life. Except you're someone that you're alleging that you don't believe, you know, you don't have any belief, you don't have faith in God. Maybe there's something else that you believe in, that you worship, so you feel like, oh, but that's if she believes, then her prayer, and the children believed, and the girls, the group believed in prayer, her prayer did work for them. It took them far and continued to take her daughter far because she continued to pray and do her best as a mom. There will be times where, because being a public figure and things like that, people will criticize you, people will say this, people will say that. She will not run to you to come and cry on your shoulder. It will be her mom she will run to, because her mom will understand better. She's female, she's a woman. Her mom is a woman. So there are certain things that her mom will be able to explain to her, and it will help to calm her. So you just upping and mood changing, ending the interview, making the interview, at the even the interviewer was even asking, did I say anything wrong? Because they did not see that coming. They did not see that coming, just out of the blue. Out of the blue, you just stood up and walked away. Is that how to behave? Is that really the way somebody should behave when they say, your famous child, we want to interview you? You should have known, because I believe they would have said, we will ask you certain questions and things like that. They didn't say they want to interview you because of your personal and private life, because his life is boring. There is nothing there that anybody will be bothering themselves to go and be interviewing him for. So there is absolutely no need for any interview without Beyonce, without Destiny Child. There is nothing to talk about when it comes to Beyonce's father. That's no shade or anything. But I think it's really horrible, because this goes to show how you look at that woman. And both of you share grown kids with grandkids, actually. How many grandkids do you have? How many children Beyonce has? How many children Solange has? And this is the type of behavior that your grandchildren are going to see that you behave. Like, they just see you and they feel like you have this level of hatred for their grandmother. And I just wonder, if they ask you what happened, what are you going to say? I don't think I've ever heard Beyonce's mother, like on any interview or anything. I don't think I've ever him, heard her shading him the way he just did. And people are saying, like, this is not the first time. Like, why are you angry? Why are you angry? Why are you angry? Why are you upset? What is that thing that is making you so bitter? Interview that would have gone very nice, in my opinion. Look what you turned it into.
Burn your flowers, and he said the same thing to Tina Knowles. You guys put in the work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids. What work did she put in? In the hair. Okay, you're absolutely right. And the styling. The styling. The imaging, you're right. She took a crate on the name, and different aspects of that. Sure. Sure. Yeah. It's a joint effort. We'll stop now. Sorry, did I say something wrong? No. Burned your flowers, and said the same thing to Tina Knowles. You guys put in work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and your grandkids. What work did she put in the hair? Okay, you're absolutely right. And the styling.
I feel like the interviewer too would have sensed, because when he said, "Oh, the way he asked that, what work did she put in?" That should have given him the first red flag, that this man doesn't want you to mention that, and he should have just quickly changed. But I feel like maybe they were also trying to take him somewhere. They wanted him to say something that they would have made the headline also, maybe come out and say, well, she didn't put in any work, I did this by myself. And maybe he also quickly caught up to that, knowing that they were trying to, poke him or take this conversation somewhere else, and they will make that like the trailer of the interview, where that's what they will put out, so people will rush to go and watch. You know how this thing works. But he caught up to it. But I think he shouldn't have. Instead, he should have redirected, at least come out plain and say, I appreciate that, UK, you feel that way, but I have a different opinion. But we're here. You did not tell me that we'll be here talking about the mother of Beyonce. You said we're here to interview the father. And if this is my interview, I would say we focus on what we're supposed to. Carry yourself like a father of a popular person in the in the world. Actually, not only she's not only popular in the US. Beyonce is Beyonce. Any hole, anywhere you mention Beyonce, people know her. Her songs, you people will always be able to sing one or two lines in her song. So she's big. She's big. She's made that name. She's done well for herself. She's made you people proud and put you people out there, actually, that you bear the name Beyonce's father, Beyonce mother, and things like that. So redirecting the the interview would have been better than him storming out, because that really looked childish, really.
Burn your flowers. I said the same thing to Christina Knowles. You guys put in work, and obviously the talent was there with your kids and grandkids. What work does she put in the hair? Okay, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the styling. The styling. The imaging, you're right. She cleaned to crate on the name, and different aspects of that. Sure, sure. So, yeah. It's a joint effort. We'll stop now.
The man looked like he's a very.
Burn your flowers. And said the same thing to burn your flowers. And
I feel like Beyonce's father is a very angry person. I wonder what these kids must have gone through in the home when he was raising them. I really wonder if he could just go. This is like going from 0 to 100, but he's trying to, control himself and not say much. He just ended the interview, because if he did not, I feel like he would have gone he would have gone haywire. That's what he would have done. He would have maybe cussed this person out, this interviewer. But this is just really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. Now Beyonce is trending. But that's somebody that likes to mind her business. If you notice, she's hardly on social media, posting her life, posting this, posting. She just minds her business. Once in a while, she will post photos. She hardly even captions anything on Instagram. She just, and I think she's doing that on purpose, because she would be thinking, if I caption something, people will now come and say, is this? If I say one thing, people will say something else. So I think she just tries to keep it as simple as possible, so nobody would have anything to say. Here's the father out here acting like Boo Boo the Fool. This is very narcissistic behavior. If nobody has ever told Beyonce's father, this is what he's displaying. The woman has never spoken bad about. If it's some people, they would also grant them talk this, talk this. But the woman is not speaking bad about you, because she respects the children you people have together. Anything that is being said, the next Beyonce's mother said this about it, it would trend within 5-10 minutes. The whole world have heard about it. So you knew that you storming out of this interview will also trend. But of course, in your narcissistic mindset, you didn't care. You just want to storm out because you didn't like the fact that they did not say, oh, you were the only person that, did the whole thing. You made Beyonce who she is. Have you not heard that enough? Have you not heard, like, enough people have not said it for you to feel like, oh, okay, I've been given enough accolade, and it doesn't matter if one or two accolade is given to, Beyonce's mother. I don't know the way some men or some people, some humans really look at life. Why is it always a big deal when somebody else is being, congratulated about something like, whew, this Matthew get bad character. This Matthew knows has bad character. Oh my goodness. I really wonder how he would have been raising those kids. Seriously. And I also felt bad for the interviewer, because the interviewer was just was just shocked because the interviewer didn't know what to say and didn't know what to expect. Oh man, it is well. It is well with this kind of everybody praise me, everybody see me, everybody give me accolade, everybody. eh, ah, ah, hey. I feel like he should give an official statement. Seriously, I really feel he should give an official statement because this is just embarrassing, and there is nothing he's going to say that is going to cover up for this. Because why you even hate? At least, even if you don't like for the fact that both of you have kids together, is that not enough for you to just respect and redirect the interview and answer your questions, do your interview, and they won't even notice. You understand? Or he could have just answered when the interviewer said what the interviewer said. Matthew could have just said, oh, well, she did what she did, but I would say I did most of the work. Because since you're that kind of person that pride don't kill you, you bite inside pride. At least just say, well, I did most of the work, but she did little. Let people understand that you're that kind of arrogant and very pompous kind of human being. But this is really embarrassing. Really, really embarrassing because now people will start asking questions. And I hope he would be able to answer really what is that thing that made you so upset that you had to just unmic yourself and disappear. Anyways, we've been talking for 21 minutes and I'm going to round this up now. If you're just coming in, watch from the beginning to hear what made Beyonce's father to storm out of the interview room when Beyonce's mother was actually mentioned. And in my own opinion, this just shows that he wants everybody to praise him because, oh, his daughter is one of the most famous artists in the world. And once they talk about the daughter, he wants only his name to come out. He doesn't want anybody to know that there was a woman that carried the child in her stomach for 9 months. He doesn't want to know that there is a woman that was styling them, doing their hair, doing their Destiny Child clothes, praying for them, and all of those things that Beyonce's mother has alleged that she's done. He just wants everybody to say, oh, Beyonce's father, oh, Beyonce's father, oh, Beyonce's father, and that's it. Talking about the mother makes him absolutely upset. Narcissist, then plenty for this world. Thank you also very much. Subscribe, like, share, drop your comment, drop your thoughts, and let's keep talking. There are so many other topics to cover, but let's see. I have the time. I'll hop on in back and we'll cover as many stories as possible. Let's talk. Let's talk. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Bye for now.